Hello and welcome back to the second part of the 6th episode of my Old School Essentials solo RPG campaign. The last episode I had to cut into 2 parts because it was just getting too long and I don't want to waste any time. So we are going to jump right back into the fight against 8 giant rats. So as you can see, I have set up the combat situation. We have the party on the left and the rats on the right. There is this fencing here, the dashed line. And the first question is the fence open? Since the door was locked to the room, and these rats seem to be kept here by the goblins as some kind of pets or guardians, whatever, I'd say there's only a 2 in 6 chance for the gate to be open, and it's going to be on a 1 and 2. The gate is not open, so it stays closed. I'm just going to put like 2 horizontal lines here so we see where the gate is. And I'm going to roll for surprise. The party heard the rats, so they can't be surprised, and now the die fell. On the 1 and 2, the rats are going to be surprised. They are not surprised. The party decides that they will kill the rats. So they're going to move on their first turn. They are going to move into position and they see that the gate is closed. So they are going to get closer and they're going to also start shooting missiles towards the rats. So I'm going to move them closer. Now they're going to shoot whoever has a missile weapon. They are going to shoot their weapon. Vince's is holding a torch. So this area would be quite dark here. Whoever doesn't have infravision, they will have a hard time seeing these rats here if nothing is thrown that makes light. So I'd say on the first turn, Vince is going to throw his torch here. And they asked him, and they talk a bit about like within these seconds they have, and they're going to ask if they can see any kind of straw or anything that can catch fire, and there's nothing. So he just throws his torch, and I'm going to say the torch lands. Let's see, how far is that? That is 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I guess that's fine. That's like 60 feet. That's 10 meters, 20 meters. So he's going to throw the torch roughly here, I'd say. That's the torch. It's going to light an area of 30 feet in a circle. 10, 20. Yeah, so they are all visible now. So Vincent is not going to be able to attack or do anything else in this turn. And now we're going to go through and see who can shoot. Gamma is definitely going to shoot with his short bow. Definitely in range to get a +1 on the attack roll. The rat has an armor class of 7, so he needs to roll a 12 to hit armor class 7. And since he has a +1, he only has to roll an 11. He rolls a 1, okay. So there's no hit. We have Ever, who has a crossbow. He's going to shoot as well, and he has also infravision, I think. No, he doesn't. Well, he can see, and Vince has also took out a new torch, so they have also light around them. And Ever is going to shoot. He has a +1 as well for his roll, so he only has to roll an 11 as well. He rolls a 13, that's a hit. Now we are going to roll a d8 for the crossbow, a d6. That's 3 damage. And the rat has 2 HP, so this rat is dead. This rat is out. So Ladaya and Argath, they're going to shoot their hand crossbows. Ladaya needs to shoot to hit a 12 and Argath a 13. That's Ladaya. No hit. The others do not have a ranged weapon. Now we have the rats. They are not surprised and they are going to start, like they are ravenous. They seem to be really, really hungry. So they are starting to attack the gate. And I'd say 4 of them can do that at once. Now I'm going to roll a saving throw. I'm going to say that it's a crude fence, so it's going to have a constitution of like a 10. And I have to roll over for the gate, so it's going to be a d20 and everything above, and equal to 10 will be a success. So if I roll under 10, then the gate breaks. And for every round, I'm going to decrease the saving throw value by 2. Alrighty, d20. The gate holds up, and for the next round, the gate has a saving throw value of 12. I'm going to increase the value, so it's going to be harder to save. Next round initiative, red is the monsters. They win. Same thing, they're going to attack the gate. The saving throw is now 12. And the gate breaks. Okay. All the rats move up. They can't move anymore. The turn is over for them. I think he's going to move closer. So he gets so he is closer for the ranged attack. She's going to move here as well. And the others are just going to move up. The mage is going to stay where she is. Just moving closer, closer, and then we're going to shoot again. Eva and Gamma. Eva has a +1 for missiles. Gamma has a -1. So Eva has to roll a 11 and Gamma has to roll a 13. This one is for Eva. He hits with a d6 for the crossbow. That's a 5. He hits that red. It's dead. Okay. Let's see for Gamma. He needs to roll a 13. He does not hit. Now those two shoot their hand crossbows. Oh, Eva couldn't even have shot because he has to reload. He's using a crossbow. So that rat is still there and he can't shoot. I just forgot that. Crossbows need to be reloaded, and reloading means that when they shoot in the following round, they have to reload and they can't shoot the weapon. Then we just have these two. They're both going to attack. This is for Ladire. He misses. The other one is for Argeth. She needs to roll a 13. She misses as well. It's a 9. I think Vinces is going to throw his javelin. He needs to roll a 12. He rolls a 17. Let's roll damage. It's a d4. One damage for this rat. Rat 8. And that's it. Next turn. Reds are the monsters. The rats. They get the first turn. So rats move with 40 feet in combat. So they are all going to move up. And they're also going to gang up on them. Say they choose. Let's see if they choose Argeth or Gamma. Let's see. Yeah. Roll a d6. 1, 2, 3 is Gamma. They go on Argeth, the one that has low HP. And these two go on, because there's no space anymore, they go on Gamma. Okay, so the rats attack with a d3. I'm just going to roll a d4 for the damage. And subtract minus like a 1. And if I roll a 1, I just re-roll. And they are also able to subtract to inflict the disease. If they hit, it's a 1 in 20 chance that they inflict the target with a disease. So they just roll a d20. The elf has an armor class of 5. They need to hit a 14. I'm just going to roll 3d20. No hit. No hit. And no hit. So the elf does not get hit. Now those two for Argeth. That's a definite hit, I think. Argeth has armor class of 6. Yeah, that's a hit. So a d3. She takes 1 damage. And let's see. On a 1 in 20 chance, she gets inflicted with a disease. No disease. And she takes 1 damage. Now for Gamma, he has an armor class of 7, so they need to hit a 13. No, a 12. That's 2 as well. That's a hit. And that's no hit, so 1d3 damage. He takes 2 damage, and let's see. 1 in 20 chance for the disease. No disease. So Gamma takes 2 damage. He has 4 HP left. Okay, next round. Initiative. The monsters win again. I think they're just going to attack again. Alrighty, so the 3 rats on Ladire. None of them hit. That's a 3, a 1, and an 8. Now 2 on Argeth. They need to hit a 13. 1 hits. Okay. 1d4 damage. She takes 2 damage. Okay. It's she's down to 1 HP now. And now the 2 on the d20 for the disease. No disease. It's a 14. And then we have 2 rats on Gamma. And one of them hits for 1 damage. So 2. And the disease, no disease. So what they're going to do is Argeth is going to move backwards at half speed, so she can only move 15 feet. So they are basically switching places here. He comes forth and she goes back. They are all going to move in. Vincent is going to move in. He has a torch in one hand, sword in the other hand. And Wen is going to get the spell ready. She's going to, depending on how that round goes, she is going to attack. She's going to use the spell. Sleep. She's moving in here. And now they're just going to attack. Ladaya is going to attack this rat. He rolls a d20. He hits. And he's using a longsword, so he rolls a d8 for damage. And the rat is dead. They have 3 HP. He rolls a 4. Now Vincent is going to attack the rat in front of him. He gets a +1 to melee, but he misses. Thunder is going to do the same. She has a Warhammer in hand. She gets a 0 to melee attack, so no bonus. She misses. Then we have Artis. He is going to attack the rat in front of him. He gets a +1. He misses. Damn. Then we have Gamma. He's going to use his dagger. He hits for it's a 1d4, so that is 1 damage on rat 4. And then we have Argeth, and she is going to they can't really hit them. They're like it's like a line here, so shooting through these is quite dangerous, and I don't think they are going to do that. So I think this round is over. New initiative. Red is the monsters. The monsters win again. Okay. So this rat is going to move here, and then the others are just going to stay like this. And they're all facing the ones that they're going to attack as well. So we have 2 attacks on Ladire. They need to roll a 14. One of them hits for 1 damage. Let's see if he contracts the disease. He doesn't. Now these 2 attack Artis. So 2 d20s. They need to roll a 12. That one was on the... Okay, 19 again. So one of them hits for 1 damage. Does he contract the disease? He does not. And now 2 of the rats on Gamma. And one of them hits for 3 damage. And that brings Gamma down. Damn. He goes down. Now he gets a saving throw against death. If he doesn't make that saving throw, then he is dead. And his value is 12. So he needs to roll a 12 or higher to succeed. And he's dead. Those 2 rats, they fall over him. They are almost as large as him, or well, almost as long as he is tall. And they overwhelm him and they kill him. The first party member is dead. Our dwarf died. Okay. That is bad news. The rats are done. And let's see what happens. The party has initiative. Okay, so I think just to make sure it doesn't go wrong, Wen is going to use the sleep spell to kill them off. Well, to like put them asleep. Yeah, I think this is a proper choice. Like one of them died, and it's their first adventure, and they just see one of their party members being torn apart by giant rats. So she's going to use that spell. So how this spell works is you can either target a creature that has 4+1 hit die, or you can target 2d8 creatures of 4 hit die or lower each. And the rats have, obviously, a hit die of 1.5. So I'm just going to roll 2d8. That's 4 rats. That's 7 rats, so they all fall asleep. She casts the spell. She says the words, she does the motions, and all the rats fall asleep. And one after another, they are killed off by the adventurers, and combat is over. Alrighty, so they can't really fathom what just happened. That one of these, two of these rats overwhelmed their ranger and killed him. Let's give him a moment of recognition, at least. He was just killed. And, well, they mourn him. They are sad. Some of them are crying, probably. And let's note down the XP values. So they have 5 HP, 5 XP each, so it's 40 XP for the entire party. So the question is now, do they continue in the dungeon, or do they go out and carry the dead dwarf back to their campsite to leave him there? It's winter, so his corpse is going to be conserved by the cold outside. That's actually quite good. Because now the problem is, what do you do with the corpse? Do you just like let him there? You don't want to leave him there because he's your friend, so they want to bring him back to the village. But carrying him with them would be quite a burden and slow them down as well. But leaving them here, they don't know if there are any secret doors anywhere they haven't found. If these goblins can just appear like out of the wall down here, maybe they don't know that. So I think they are going to go out, take the dwarf with them, bring him to the camp, and then talk about what they are going to do, how they are going to proceed there. I'm going to get rid of the battle map, bring the dungeon map back, and then, yeah, we continue. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a Wandering Monster check, 1/6 chance. No monster. They're going to turn around. One of them is going to carry the dwarf. He only wore leather armor, and it's a dwarf, so they're not too heavy. And they're going to make their way back towards the exit. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to move here. Then the door's still open. Oh no, they have closed the door. So they open the door again. It's not stuck anymore. So they can just walk through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, they need to rest actually. So they stop here and they rest for 1 turn. Wandering monster check. No monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another wandering monster check. No monster. They also have to light a new torch. Now they continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then another wandering monster check. No monster. And now they're out of the dungeon. Just 1 turn they take to get out. Okay. I'm going to put that map on the screen again. They go to their camp and they have the dungeon. Like there's no one outside, and it's now around 3, 4 in the afternoon. So it's already dark. Not completely dark, but almost dark. And they have the torch still, and they make their way back to the camp, which is around 400-500 yards to the east of the entrance. And they arrive there, and everything is fine. The mules are fine, their hirelings are fine, and the retainer are fine. And they put down the gold they had already, which was around 270 gold pieces, 200 electron pieces. And now they're going to talk about if they are going to go straight back in or if they're going to wait and take a rest, because the mage has used the spell as well, meaning that she can't use it if she doesn't rest anymore. And also, quite a couple of them have taken damage. Actually, their leader is quite battered. Argeth is quite battered. And then we have... the others are fine. So I'm going to say... I'm going to bring back the fate chart from the Mythic Game Master emulator. And I'd say they have a... We use the 5th column again. And I'd say the chance is very likely that they will not go back in today and sleep outside over the night, take rest, and then go back tomorrow. And maybe they take the retainer with them as well, the half-orc. So I'm going to roll a d100, and the chance is 75% that they don't go back in. So it's a 58, meaning they don't go back in. They sleep over the night and go back inside tomorrow in the morning. Alrighty. That means each of them gets some HP back overnight. The mage has her spell back. And well, I'd say this is a perfect point to end this session, to end this episode. I thank you for watching. And the second part is going to come in the next couple of days. So we will see how the first adventure of the Lanterns of Selik is going to end, and if they can clear out the dungeon and see what is deeper within it. As usual, thank you for watching. If you liked the episode, then subscribe to the channel and like the video. And I'd say see you next time. Bye bye.